I'm Wes. That's Lucy. And this is the Black Rock Playa. I interrupt Dawn to bring you coffee. First thing in the morning, every morning. Well, wake up. I woke up, got out of bed. This is where I'm sleeping right now. My cot outside. Boil it, bean it, stick it in a cup, drink it down. And now you're up. Gotta get Lucy her breakfasts. At the same time, the coffee's percolating. I don't know the difference between percolating and dripping, but that's the word that everybody uses. Getting a late start this morning, but mostly after coffee, the first thing I do is go for a walk. So I want to go out to the playa with a car racing across it, and ideally not get hit by a car. I'm gonna take Lucy with me. Just a short walk today, so no backpack. See you out there. What a cool spot. Just this runoff that I assume goes down into the playa. Icarus is up there. Boop. Lucy's down here with me. And I think we're gonna just take this washout. Because why not? Rained right after Burning Man. And there's still water pooled in some of the sections of the playa here. But how wild is it to be walking out on a dry lake bed like this? I'm trying to stick to the wash areas where the water does tend to be, but they tend to be more firm than that dirt right there. We did it. There's Icarus right there. Boop. Distances in the desert can be very deceiving. That was probably a little under a mile. This stretches off 4 miles. Walking it definitely gives you an appreciation of how huge it is. Yeah, buddy! Look at these rocks and that Lucy. Such a different place, just 100 yards away from the softest dirt you can walk through. Chris, you beautiful bastard. It's definitely about 90 now. I have sweat pouring off of my back, and I am happy to be back. I'm gonna sit in the shade for a minute and catch my breath. I'm running out of shade, but after my walk, I spent the morning looking at Instagram accounts and YouTube videos basically watching a minute of new channels. Whenever I have service, I like to analyze. It seems like the most popular non-celebrity Instagram accounts all have a catchphrase of some kind. My examples are Elise Myers with "Great question, I would love to tell you," and Scott Tatum, "You Can Outdoors" with "Friendly Reminder." I'll put the links to these accounts down below, but they're both unbelievably wholesome accounts. I'm not shooting for that level of wholesome, but I am wanting to have a wholesome channel, and so I keep trying to figure out some catchphrase or something I can go with that's not just the top 40 music over photos and video that I take. Right now, my Instagram account is mostly top 40 music over photos and videos I take, and I don't love it. I'd rather have a personality. And it looks like the way to get big is to have some quick catchphrase where you can share a message of some kind. Elise Myers tells stories about her life, which are hilarious and great. And Scott Tatum, "You Can Outdoors," just gives you friendly reminders to be good to yourself. That is the sort of thing, those are the sort of things I'd love to get into, but I just haven't found my voice yet, as you can probably tell from my YouTube channel, where I just ramble on for too long. So I am looking, and I will continue looking. The city, Gerlach, just a little ways away, has some of the best raviolis in the world, and so instead of cooking today, I'm gonna go get raviolis and probably find a new camp. I've been here for 2 days, and I get kind of restless at a single camp. I've also seen one other living human being in those 2 days, and so I'd just like to see some sign of life. Driving down a dirt road, that's what we're doing right now. Driving down a dirt road, that's what we're doing right now. You're welcome. Bruno's is closed. It might be the end of the world, but there's a train. It's fairly long. Just training about, just doing what trains do. Driving across the playa. This is crazy. I found the road. Honestly, even cooler than hiking around out here. I don't know if you can hear that, but I am so hungry. Bruno's not being open really threw a wrench in my plans because I am sort of out of food. I mean, I have something I can cobble together, so let's see what that is. I'm not sure. It's hot, so instead of cooking right away, I'm sitting here watching my shadow get longer, or Icarus's shadow. I'll just be relaxing. I'm also thinking about the video and editing, but this is my relaxing time. It is 4 o'clock, 4:40 actually. So I'm gonna feed Lucy in a little bit and then feed myself shortly after. Just waiting for the sun to drop a little bit lower in the sky so I can cook some amalgamation meal. We'll see how that goes. Cooler was at room temperature. I only had one thing of meat that I'm willing to risk. Just steak, and I'm out of vegetables other than jalapenos. So jalapenos, mac and cheese, and steak. Rough meal, not as good as Bruno's ravioli. Dinner is done, hat is off, the sun is going down, and it feels good, really good. but I'm out of food. I'm almost out of water. 3 days in the desert is apparently 10 gallons of water. So that's a thing, or I'm drinking too much water, but I don't think that's a thing. I'm gonna set up my camp. Just my little beddy bed right here. And I'm gonna listen to some stories, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Camp set up. Looking forward to a good night. Lucy's tucked in. You're a good girl, Goose. Yeah, you are. Good girl. And it's been a good day. See you on Friday. And now, a poem about the desert. The desert is dry, the desert is hot, except for when it's definitely not. It can be cold, it can be wet, and those times are the worst yet. That's 20 seconds of your life you'll never get back. Suck it!